blocking the right lane. It's possible that it just cleared. A tow truck was on the scene, but it was backed up from the 401 as a result. Turnabout on the QEW at the Garden City Skyway. We've got two left lanes blocked, all because of a collision. Emergency crews are there as well. And we may still have a crash in Hamilton. It was on the westbound 403 at the Link. Two right lanes were blocked. Now, if you're getting around on city streets, police investigating in the area of Islington and Steeles. Expect road closures in that area. Both ways on St. Clair at Mondavi is closed. That is because of a collision as well. And construction for the weekend has closed eastbound Pottery Road from Bayview over to Broadview. 407 ETR is helping Canadian Wildlife Federation reverse biodiversity loss with the restoration of 22 football fields of land for pollinators and monarchs. 407ETR.com. Your next report is at 11:11. With the forecast, here is Denise Andriachi.
Scattered light rain this evening and steadier rain overnight, about 10 millimeters expected. This takes us through Saturday, which is unsettled and on the cooler side. So today we hit near 20 across the GTA. But for tomorrow, our highs only near 12, 10 to 15 millimeters of rain in the forecast. Overnight lows near 8 degrees.
And right now we're sitting at 11 degrees, feeling like 9 with some light rain. City News Time, 11:03.
Breaking news from the northwest end of the city, where Toronto police are investigating a shooting in the area of Islington and Steeles. Constable Alex Lee tells City News that officers got the call around 10 this evening.
Our officers arrived immediately on scene and confirmed that a shooting occurred inside a bar. Our officers unfortunately located a man suffering from multiple gunshot wounds.
And officers say the injuries appear to be life-threatening, and paramedics are on the scene. There's no information yet on a possible suspect, and anyone with information is asked to contact police. Drivers can expect road closures in the area and are asked to use alternate routes.
Provincial police have charged a driver in connection with a fatal highway crash. Officers say that a 31-year-old woman from Mississauga was driving on the QEW near Beamsville on March 30th when she hit an SUV from behind, causing it to slam into another SUV. The rear-ended SUV was carrying 10-year-old brothers in the back. Both boys and their mother were taken to hospital, where one of the boys was pronounced dead. The driver of the SUV was also taken to hospital with minor injuries. The Mississauga woman is facing charges of dangerous driving causing death and dangerous driving causing bodily harm.
City News Time, 11:05. It's one of the biggest robberies in Canadian history, and it happened at Pearson Airport. City's Carling Donahue joins us with more details on the $20 million gold heist. The details surrounding this heist are scarce at best. Police say they don't have many leads or a suspect description at this time. The one thing they do know is that the plane managing the cargo at the time it was stolen was an Air Canada aircraft. Phil Boyle is an associate professor of legal studies at Waterloo University. He says this type of high-level operation must have required some inside help.
Thefts happen, crime happens, but if there are, institutional corruption, either small or large, that's really what's concerning.
The Greater Toronto Airports Authority says that the thieves accessed the public side of a warehouse that's leased to a third party outside of its primary security line. Peel Regional Police are heading this investigation. They've said if it becomes too much for the force, the RCMP will be called in to assist. Carling Donahue, City News.
This weekend marks a somber anniversary for the city. Our Melissa Nakabli reports on the deadly van attack in North York 5 years ago.
It was just before 1:30 p.m. on April 23rd, 2018, when a man drove a rental van up onto a busy Yonge Street sidewalk at Finch. He proceeded to knock down numerous pedestrians in his path. The community and city as a whole was left shocked and devastated by the deadly incident.
The city will hold a memorial at 3 p.m. on Sunday at Mel Lassen Square. We will have full coverage on City News platforms.
City News Time, 11:06. Over 150,000 federal workers remain on strike, and now questions are coming about the actual support for this job action. City's Cormac McSweeney joins us from Parliament Hill with the details.
A ruling from a federal labor board on a complaint about the strike vote has flagged irregularities with the process and shows of 120,000 civil servants, only 42,000 actually cast a ballot, which is just a third of the membership. This despite the union claiming it had support for a strike from an overwhelming majority of members. Lori Williams, a political scientist with Mount Royal University, tells me this may diminish the position of the union in this dispute.
Probably pushes things in the direction of a compromise in a way that perhaps might not have happened, or at least not happened at this stage, were it not for having this information.
The president of the Public Service Alliance has released a statement saying the broad support for this strike is